Hello again and welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to make a very simple dinner. It's a chicken and bacon pie. So in here I have already sweated down one onion that I've chopped finely, and I have one packet of smoked pancetta, you know, the little bacon bits. So you just gently fry those things off until the bacon, you know, becomes a little bit crispy and the onions become nice and golden. So the next thing I do is I add 2 tablespoons, no, I'm telling a lie, I add my mushrooms. So I've chopped a punnet of mushrooms, and these were actually quite dark mushrooms. They were almost starting to turn. That's when they're at their best flavour. So I'm going to pop those mushrooms in here as well and get them to fry off a little bit, not too much, because I don't want them to reduce down into nothing. I'm just going to let them take a hold there. Next thing I am going to add is a little bit of rosemary that I just got out of the garden. I'm just going to pull the leaves off it gently like that. If you pull them back the way, they'll slip away easily. But I'm also going to leave the little twigs in there as well, because that will also add to the flavour. So I'm just going to pop them on to a lower heat now, and the smell is amazing. So to that I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of plain flour, and that is going to thicken up and absorb all the lovely juices from the bacon, the onions and the mushroom. Now if you have, I have some leftover chicken here from yesterday's dinner, and I'm just going to use that. That's why I'm making this today, because I've leftover chicken. But if you don't have leftover chicken, you can fry off maybe some part of the chicken that gives a lot of flavor, like drumsticks or thighs. Fry them off first in your pan until they're browned. Take them out and then do the process. Does that make sense? So then you've got the nice juices of the chicken as well. We don't have that today, so we have to make do with what we have. And just get that nice, you want to heat up the flour, because you're going to pop the gluten in the flour, and that's what's going to make a nice thick sauce for us. So the other thing I have here is 400 grams of chicken stock. I did not make my own stock. I just used one of those little stock pots, and I added 400 grams of boiling water. So I'm just going to add that in here, because the flour has had time to swell a little bit. Maybe I should bring you closer. I'll bring you over here a little bit. Here we go, that's a little better. So I'm mixed in my chicken stock in here, and you can see it's starting to thicken slightly. And into that I'm going to add 200 mils of milk, just to make it nice and creamy as well, okay? So some people add a little splash of white wine at this stage. You can totally do that, and it would make it really nice, give it a nice rich flavor to it. When I do that, my kids, the first thing they say, did you put wine in this? So I'm just going to leave the wine out, because this is going to be the kids' dinner when they come home from school. So I'm just going to let that thicken away there, nice and gently. And at this point you can add whatever veg you want. You can add some frozen veg. If you have leftover veg, whack it in here. You can add tinned veg, whatever you want. Sometimes I like to add a few chopped peppers in here, or some chopped carrots that have already been cooked, because otherwise they're too hard. And that is your sauce thickening up really nicely there. It doesn't take very long. And I'm going to add my chopped chicken to that, which I have left over from a roast chicken. I actually roasted the chicken specifically to have leftovers, because I love just having a little bit of chicken in the fridge to nibble on whenever I'm hungry. I'm really trying to be good this weather because Christmas is coming. So there we go. Look how nice and thick that all looks. Okay, so I'm going to take that off the heat. I'm going to bring the camera back over and show you what to do next. So here we go. This is ready now to pop in. I have a chicken bone in the middle of it. Don't put your chicken bones in your pie. That's not a good idea. So I'm just going to pop this in here into this casserole dish. So it's just the right size to fill that. Just be really careful when you're reheating chicken like this. You don't want to reheat it too much in a pot over the stove, because I find what tends to happen is the chicken goes all shreddy. Does that happen to you? And you don't want that. So I haven't really heated the chicken fully through on the stove. So don't do that either. And it will heat up in the oven. The other thing I'm going to do is just get a little bowl of water, and I'm going to wet the sides here because I want the pastry to stick to the sides of the dish. Now I've just bought the ready-made puff pastry. Why not? Life's too short. And I'm going to pop that on here like this. Now you can do this two ways. You can do it nice and neat like that and scrape off the sides, or you can just kind of bunch it all in like that. Okay, now I'm going to just secure it in. See what I'm doing with my thumbs to the side? I'm going to get a knife and I'm going to scrape it off like that, because I want to make a nice little pattern to go on the top. So there you go. That's how you do that. Put a few little, just make sure you give it a good, push it down in to the inside, and you want to give it a good press into the pie dish so that it doesn't pop open when it starts to cook. Put a few holes in there so that the steam has a chance to get out. And then with the leftover pieces of pastry, you could make some nice little shapes. Maybe make a leaf pattern and just do it like that, because it is winter now. I was about to say autumn, but we've just started winter, haven't we? So whenever you make whatever little shapes you want, you always want to wet them with a little bit of water, obviously clean hands, and pop it on like that. The water helps it to stick. So we'll do another little shape. And you don't have to be artistic to do this, because honestly I'm not really very artistic when it comes to this kind of thing. Sugar paste, I'm not good at that kind of thing. So we'll pop another leaf over there, and you can keep going like that. Maybe we'll do a nice long stem. Just see, I'm throwing around here, and pop that on gently. Just dip it in. There you go. Nice. You could do a nice little round berries, put a few berries in there. So the last thing you want to do is crack an egg in there. Of course, I have forgotten the egg. Excuse me while I run back here and get it. So you want to crack an egg into a bowl with a little drop of milk and egg wash it. Remember, we've done that before with other things. And of course I forgot my pastry brush. Sorry about this. I probably can't find it. No, have it. It's okay. All is good. Here we go. Drop of milk in here. Just give it a little whisk up. And by egg washing it, it will have a lovely golden wash, lovely golden appearance. You don't have to do this, but it's a nice thing to do. So let's Just gently rub all along. Not too much like I did there. Actually, you know what's happening? The pastry's starting to melt because of the heat underneath. So you don't be like me and forget all the things that you need to have ready. And just pop that into the oven. I'm going to pop it into my not so hot oven. Well, actually, I'll probably put it in my hot oven. No, about 180 for about half an hour, but check it halfway through to make sure that it is not getting too brown. Okay. Here we go, guys. Our chicken and bacon pie. I think that looks pretty delicious. Hope you get a chance to make something nice like that, and easy. It's so easy. You buy the pastry, it's so easy. Look at the lovely little leaves. It's steaming hot, so it's just ready for them when they come home from school. Guys, God bless. Hope you are getting a chance to make something nice and homemade during lockdown. See you soon.